For more on what this victory, depending on who you ask, really means for Israel on the battlefield, I wanted to bring in retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis. He's the host of Daniel Davis Deep Dive on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Obviously, such a victory when you hear that someone in power of a terrorist organization is down. I'm curious as to your opinion, though, when we talk about the shifts, when we talk about now a response from the Lebanese officials. Does it worry you that this could broaden to a larger conflict?
That's been my worry from the outset, and it continues to be so. And I understand it's emotionally satisfying for Israel, especially for the guy who's is reported to be the architect of 10/7. Everybody understands why they'd want to take him out and give him justice. But you need to keep a sober eye on this because, I mean, just look at our own history. 9/11, Osama bin Laden, he's the one that got, we took him out. Didn't change anything with al-Qaeda. You had al-Baghdadi, the leader of ISIS, didn't change anything. That continued on. They always replace the guy who gets taken out. So oftentimes, some of the people who replaced the one who was taken out is even more radical than the one who went in. So operationally, it's probably not going to have a lot of impact. But to your point, the thing that does concern me is that this raises the potential for escalation, because I assure you, Hezbollah is not going to sit down there and take this passively. I expect that some kind of retaliation to come soon, and probably something commensurate with what happened to them.
Well, and yeah, I mean, people at home probably know this is, one of their turfs, if I'm not mistaken, right? They said it. Are we baiting them? Is Israel baiting them in the sense that they're going into territory maybe that Hezbollah didn't think they would?
There has been this kind of tacit agreement, understanding between Israel and especially Hezbollah in Lebanon for quite a long time, actually, a number of years, where there's kind of like rules of the game that they both follow. You can go this far, we'll go this far, but we'll both kind of stay in this boundary here, about 5 kilometers north or south of the border. And they have kind of stayed in there. That's why you've seen these shellings going on in both sides since 10/7, really. But it hasn't gone anywhere beyond that. Now Israel has kind of pierced that by going all the way into Beirut, into the heart of Lebanon. And there is concern especially amongst many of the Lebanese, that there's going to be a lot of anger among those in Hezbollah. And now then they're going to likewise pierce the Israeli side and go deeper into Israel. And who knows what it's going to do. The idea is, what they hope is that deters Hezbollah from doing anything. But if history is any guide, it's only going to spur them further.
I've been watching and reading articles all day, trying to learn the intricacies and who this person is and the role that he played, as you mentioned, the architect. And I heard a number of people say, oh, this is a shift, this is a turning point. But wasn't October 7th a shift and a turning point? Isn't this just really another step in the conflict that seems to be getting broader and broader every day?
Well, you said it just a second ago. This has been going on for a long time. Your correspondent there mentioned that the Israeli people are saying this is probably going to go on throughout the next year. So it's apparently not a turning point, even in their viewpoint. It's a noteworthy thing because it was the architect. But in terms of the battle, it's just not going to have any impact at all. As a matter of fact, it could expand it, because if there is retaliation, that goes into the boiling cauldron already you have with the attacks in the Red Sea, with the attacks on the United States in Iraq and in Syria, with the attack by Israel into Syria against Iranian leadership within the last few days, even before this. So everywhere you look, this is threatening to go beyond the Gaza Strip, and anything that could happen like that could potentially draw in the United States, and that has to be our red line. We cannot get into another Middle East war.
So this isn't your first rodeo or the first terror network that you've watched get dismantled. What keeps you up at night with this conflict?
Absolutely. This thing spreading, that Israel gets, is so focused on retribution that they don't pay enough attention to the fact that there are innocent Palestinians on the other side that also don't deserve to be killed, and that eventually undercuts Western resolve and support for Israel, because the death toll gets too high, or it radicalizes too many others in the region, and Israel ends up with more enemies after Hamas is destroyed than they had before 10/7. That's what keeps me up at night.
All right. Well, Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis, as I mentioned, not your first rodeo, not the first terror network that you've seen get dismantled. So your input is valuable. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.